Here's a quick overview of strategies used in Reveal Math Grade 2, Unit 6, Lesson 7, which focuses on adjusting numbers to make friendlier numbers. Disclaimer, I don't work for Reveal Math, and I don't work for any one school district. I'm a math content coach, education consultant, and tutor, and I have a daughter in 2nd grade using Reveal Math. These videos are intended to help parents and caregivers help their kids, so we'll focus on the strategies being taught and never solve the actual problems given in the homework, because those are for your children to do. The problems in this lesson ask students to adjust the numbers, sometimes in 2 different ways. So here's one of the problems. Show 2 ways to adjust the numbers in 92 minus 69, then find the difference. So again, I'm going to put this up here, and I made up a similar problem with different numbers. 84 minus 58. We actually did something really similar a few lessons ago. I don't quite remember which lesson it was, but I think it was in my overview of my very first video on overview of strategies for Unit 6. Anyway, so we're going to adjust one of these numbers to make friendlier numbers for subtraction. Now I see that 84 is pretty close to 80, and I can actually just adjust it down by subtracting 4, which will give me 80. That's a nice friendly number to work with. But if I adjust the 84 down, I also have to adjust the 58 down. I think in the homework they have these 2 in boxes like this. 58 minus 4 is 54. So my new problem is 80 minus 54, and that's an equivalent problem to 84 minus 58. It's going to give us the same difference. This one is a little easier to figure out than our original problem just because these numbers are friendlier than 84 and 58. Your students will still need to take some time to figure out how to subtract 80 minus 54, so think about the strategies they've learned earlier in the unit, breaking down by place value or breaking down to make a 10, although in this case that one won't actually be very helpful. Or using a number line. They could use any one of these to actually solve this problem. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to say that we can figure this out as grown-ups. So 80 minus 50, that's how I'm thinking about this. So I'm actually breaking down the 54 into its tens and ones. So 80 minus 50 I know is 30. 30 minus 4 is 26. So that's our difference of 26. Now it asked us to solve this in 2 different ways. So I'm going to take this one and move it over here a little bit. This one, remember, we noticed that 84 was pretty close to 80, so we adjusted 84 down, and then we had to adjust the 58 down by the same amount. So this time, let me write this over here, 84 minus 58, again, equals something. Here, this is a separate way of doing it. So I notice, again, looking at these numbers, that 58 is pretty close to 60, actually. So I'm going to adjust 58 up. And now I have 60 down here. Now if I adjust the 58 up, I also have to adjust the 84 up by that same amount, which was plus 2. And now I have 86. So now my new subtraction problem is 86 minus 60, and that is certainly a whole lot easier to figure out than 84 minus 58. And again, your students can figure this new subtraction problem out in whatever way is easiest to them. A little further explanation here just because I think this is really, really cool. So this difference, we see that 84 minus 58, the difference between those 2 numbers is 26. We can actually think of this 26 as a constant difference, and I can move this around. So I can actually say, oops, I got the little dash over there too. But anyway, I could adjust this up. So this is what we just did in our second version of the problem over here. We adjusted that 26 by 2 up to 60 and 86 over here, and we still have that constant difference of 26. So that's just kind of a cool way to think about it, that difference here kind of can move around on the number line, and it's going to stay constant the whole time. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment with any other content you'd like explained. And if you're interested in reading my thoughts on math education, check out my Substack at Make Math Make Sense on the Substack app or platform.